Alrighty, it's about that time, so we'll begin. Just go ahead and make your way up to a standing posture. We'll start in mountain pose. You can just simply stand near the top of your mat with your feet about hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. Just pause here, take a moment to prepare for our practice. If you're just arriving, just find yourself just settling into the space. You might take a few deep breaths, nice full inhale where you feel the expansion in your lungs and heart space. With a complete exhale, just letting it go. Nice full breath in, filling yourself up. And a complete release with your exhale. And just continue to tune into your body. You might add some simple movements like rolling your shoulders, moving your head and neck, and just kind of work your way down your body as you're assessing how you're feeling this afternoon, what's going on inside of you, what you might need today, and how your practice might assist you today. Slow, steady breaths, mindful breathing, and breathe in a way where you can feel your breath. Notice how your body is responding to your breath. You might be moving with the breath, or just simply feeling the rise and fall of your chest or your belly, or even your shoulders, your back, a sensation in your throat or your nose. So starting to pay close attention. Moving inward. Good. Intentional breathing. This next breath in, just take a nice full breath to fill up your lungs. Keeping that uplifting sensation as you now exhale and draw your belly button in toward your spine. It's a light contraction of your abdominal muscles. This is the abdominal lock, Uddiyana Bandha, the abdominal lock, just providing support as you hold in stillness, braces and supports the body as you move through your practice. So again, a breath in, feeling breath rising to fill your lungs. The exhale to draw inward at your center, engaging the abdominal lock. Just hold on to these sensations, the feeling and the sound of breath, connecting to your center, and let these sensations guide you in your practice. Let's take 3 more breaths here in stillness as we prepare our bodies to move. And when you're ready, inhale and extend your arms overhead, a big stretch all the way up. And exhale, fold forward, so a good hinge from your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to, and just guide your way down towards your toes. You don't have to touch your toes. And inhale, slide your hands up to your shins or your knees to rise up halfway. You can hold here on the exhale or slide back down slowly towards your toes. You can pause at any point. Maybe your hands just rest lightly on your shins or ankles. Just finding a space within you that feels good at this moment. Again, noticing how this feels. That lengthening or stretch quality through the backs of your legs all the way down. Down through your back body and the curvature of the spine. Just notice if you happen to be hanging heavily forward, just feel gravity draw you downward. Feel heavy. Let the arms just kind of hang. Even shake them out or roll the shoulders. Release any tension in your head and neck just by nodding yes, shake your head no. Even a little sway of your whole upper body left and right. Let's return to a halfway lift. So inhale, slide your hands back up to the shins or knees. Let's hold here at a half forward fold. Just be sure your feet feel strongly planted into the earth, good solid connection. A softness in the knees, so a slight bend in your knees. Your torso is long and parallel to the ground. Finishing the standing process, shift your weight into your heels. Bend your knees to lower your hips like you're sitting down, lifting upper body as you inhale, extend your arms out and up. Good energy as you reach for the ceiling. And exhale, you can bring your palms together and down to your heart or arms down to your side as we finish that flow. Just pause for a moment in mountain pose, take a breath. We'll just move through that half salute once again. Moving at your own pace. Inhale, sweeping your arms out and up. Good lengthening through the sides of your body. Good. Exhale, fold forward. The hinge at the hips, soft knees as you guide your way down. Inhale, rise up halfway. Flat back, long tabletop position. Exhale, slowly slide back down, pausing at any point. Then shifting weight into the heels, bend your knees to lower hips. Let's lift the upper body. Extend the arms out and up as you inhale. Reach a bit higher as you're able. And exhale, hands to heart or arms down to your side. So a nice flow. We'll pause here. Return to the awareness of your breath. Deepening this connection. Remember to move as you need to move today. Modify any poses and rest whenever you need to. Let's continue our flow, our sun salute. Inhale, reaching out and up. Get tall, reach high. Exhale, lead with heart, fold forward. Always okay to bend your knees as you make your way down towards toes. Inhale, rise up halfway to our flat back. This exhale will fold, slide down the legs. Bend your knees enough so you can reach the ground. Plant the hands into the mat near the top edge as you walk or step or even hop both feet to the back end of your mat. We'll pause here in plank pose for a moment just to tap into your own strength. Yes, breathe in right here. Then exhale, bend your knees slightly and send your hips up into the air while your head and chest sink between your arms. We're just taking a shortcut from plank to downward facing dog. I like to do that this first time, but throughout the practice, you're welcome to do this every time or any time. As you arrive in your down dog, just make an assessment. If you need to adjust your feet, please do so, or your hands to help you to settle into your posture. Hold here or add movement as it feels good. Maybe walking the dog or press one heel down as the other heel lifts and just alternate that stretch for your toes and calves. Yeah, let your knees bend. Your hips might shift side to side. If you need to rest, you can always just come down to your knees just to rest your wrists or elbows or shoulders. From here, take a nice full breath in, once again filling up your lungs. Exhale, draw belly in, ready to move. Bend your knees, walk, step, or hop. Both feet return to the top of your mat. Nice. Once you're there, inhale, rise up halfway. Nice long spine. Exhale, fold. Same weight shift to heels. Bend your knees. Let's inhale and come all the way back up to standing, reaching high. This exhale will take chair pose or a chair-like position. So just sitting back, a weight shift into the hips and heels. Toes might lift. You can easily tap them perhaps. As you sit back and down, arms reach out front for the balance. We'll breathe in, and the exhale will dive out of our chair, down towards toes, forward fold. And inhale, rise up halfway. There's our flat back. Exhale, all the way down we go. Bend your knees, hands to the mat out front. Walk, step, or hop, feet back to plank pose. Here's our pause right here. You're welcome to take that same shortcut to down dog if you'd like, or finish the flow, the vinyasa, with the exhale. Bend elbows, squeeze them in towards ribs. Make your way down. Inhale to a upward facing dog or a low cobra, or a back bend that shows up in between. In your exhale, downward facing dog. Just tuck toes under, send hips to sky, head and chest sink, and adjust your feet and hands. Let's continue with the lunge. Inhale and extend right leg up behind you. Reach. Exhale, right foot steps up to the top of the mat, or just let it land behind the right hand. That should be good enough. Turn your left heel to the floor behind you and shift your weight back into that foot so you have good balance between the feet, so your hands feel light, so you can easily lift, rising up, reaching up. We'll hold our warrior one just for a moment. Good extension and reaching, feeling upward. Nice lunge in our strong legs, supporting us down below. Inhale here. Exhale, let's hinge and fold. Return to the floor, plant the hand, slide right foot back. There's plank pose. You still can take that shortcut to down dog or finish your push-up. You might even bring knees to the floor first, then belly, then chest. You can come all the way down if you'd like. A low back bend like cobra or sphinx or locust. We'll always meet in downward facing dog, whatever sequence you choose. Same thing, other side. And inhale to extend left leg up and back. Nice, strong, straight line. Nice. Exhale, let's step left foot to the top of the mat. Once landed, turn right heel to the earth behind you. Root or shift the weight back into that space. Well planted, good balance. Yes, and then we'll inhale to rise up, first warrior. And just settle in, make any adjustments if you need to. Reach high, lunge low. Nice leg stretch here, our hip flexor release. Thigh in front, nice and strong. Let's breathe in. Exhale, we'll hinge and fold. Return to the earth, plant your hand, slide left foot back, plank pose. Complete the series as you'd like. Meeting in downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. Do a little floor work. So gently bring your knees to the floor. We'll sit back briefly into hero just to get off the hands, but then off to the side so you can swing the legs around to the front and extend the legs out front. We'll be doing some leg work today with a lot of balance, a lot of balancing today. Okay, let's stretch out the legs here. We'll start in staff pose, so straight legs flexing the feet. Feel like your heels are moving forward, toes are coming back towards you. Hands on the floor by your hips. And just pushing into the earth to help extend and lift through the torso. So we don't feel like you're sinking into your back and your spine is collapsing. Lift. Even roll the shoulders back as you're able, squeezing shoulder blades together to engage the upper back. Up here, then the exhale, we engage low belly, just for that support. Staff pose. Let's keep this uplifting sensation as we free the hands and inhale, reach up. Exhale, begin to hinge forward just a little bit. And then just go ahead and bring your hands down to the legs. Inhale to keep extending through spine at this new angle you've created. And exhale, maybe stepping down the legs, hinging forward, just to deepen this fold just slightly. Now this could be the end of your pose, just like this. You certainly can continue, just let the breath guide you. And feel free to modify this. You can certainly bend your knees as much as you need to. Lower your chin or let your back round. It just provides a little bit more space. So you can go a little bit deeper into your forward fold. Yes. Feeling this nice release or stretch quality, yes, through the hamstrings, even your back body if you're folding forward with that curvature in the spine. Deep breaths. Good. Let's take 3 more breaths here. After your third breath, just free your hands, reach forward. With an inhale, just hinge your way back up, reaching into the sky. A little extra lift here at the top. Straighten the legs if they were bent. And we'll just bring the hands back down and return to staff pose briefly. Right here. Soften, and then we'll move into boat pose. I like to just lean back, drag the heels in. This could be your boat pose, just like this. Okay? Or get that nice lift of spine by hands on the floor or holding onto the legs in front here. Keep that good extension of the back body or torso. Lean back. Breathing in to fill the lungs. You can exhale through the mouth so you can feel the air leave your belly. Yeah, to engage here. You can hold on. You can free the hands here or even lean back a little bit more. Find that balance so the heels easily lift and float off the floor. Again, knees can remain bent or even start to extend them a little or fully extend if you want. We're going to move from here. Nice breathing in. On the exhale, perhaps cross legs if you can, hands in front to hop back to plank, or just to the side with the hands, swing the legs and feet back behind you. We'll just meet up here in plank pose. Then let's all take a shortcut to down dog. Just soften the knees, hips to sky. Let's inhale to extend right leg straight up and back. Just hold for a moment. Just feel the body get longer. Reach through your foot to the back wall or ceiling. Hands root into the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. Setting up yourself up for warrior one. Plant that left heel to the ground. Shifting weight back. Balanced. Let's rise. Inhale. And exhale, opening to your left, arms to parallel as you open up to a warrior two. Good. Yeah, make some adjustments with the feet. Get into this nice hip opener here. Good. Outstretched arms, nice and tall. Excellent. Reaching through the fingers. Let's take side angle pose. So follow the right arm forward to angle the upper half of the body. Rotate your arms here. Good. Right hand reaching downward while left hand reaches into the air. I typically stay up high, so my hand is not reaching the floor. You can do the same. Or maybe you have a good distance between the feet, good hip opening so you can reach the floor or close to it. Yes, nice. Breathe in. And exhale, we'll turn and fold. Bring your hands to the floor. Let's step back into plank pose. Pause just for realignment. Let's just take another shortcut to down dog. Bent knees, hips to sky. Other side when you're ready. Inhale, extend left leg up and back. Hold as you breathe in and out. Get longer. Reach into the earth with your hands. Foot reaching into the air. Inhale and exhale. Ascend left foot to the top of the mat. Landing. Right heel to the earth. Root back. Find balance first. Then rise when you're ready. First warrior. Exhale, opening to your right. Arms to parallel, adjust your feet. Nice strong foundation, hip opener. Left knee and toes pointing forward. Tall upper body, outstretched arms parallel to the floor. Side angle, let's reach out. Angled upper body, rotate arms here. Feeling free to stay up high or go down low. Just knowing how it feels in your body on this side. It could be different on this side. Nice. Excellent. Breathe in. Exhale, we'll turn and fold, hands to the earth. Step back, plank pose. Pause for a moment. You still can take that shortcut to down dog or complete your vinyasa. Coming down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Find your back bend. Meeting in downward facing dog. Take a breath here. We're going to go right into another lunge sequence. Inhale, re-extend right leg straight up and back, strong straight line. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to a high lunge this time. That means our left heel stays lifted off the floor behind us. All 10 toes pointing forward. We still need to find balance. So shifting the weight back so you can hinge your way up to our high lunge or a crescent lunge. Reach high, lunge low. That. Okay. We're going to change this into triangles. We're going to rise up to help straighten this front leg. Turn to your left, pivot left heel to the floor. Arms come down to parallel. Nice straight legs. Change the distance between the feet if you need to. You can bring them in shorter if you want to. And reach out over the right leg. Rotate the upper body, rotate the arms. There's our triangle pose. Okay, getting into our legs once again. Nice leg stretch. Also your hips. Breathing, there you go. Good extensions to the arms, the torso, the legs. Perfect. Coming out of the posture, bend your right knee so we have leverage to come up, pass through your warrior two and reverse your warrior. You're going to take right hand up. Keep reaching, good extension. Keep reaching up to lengthen or straighten that right leg once again. And just notice if there's a change in that extension through the right side of your body. Okay, come back up to that triangle pose prep. So right here. Okay? Place hands on hips. You're going to turn to get your hips to face more towards your front foot. Now my body kind of stops right here at an angle. So you can change this because we're going to move into a certain pose. So I'm going to bend my right knee a little bit. I'm going to bring my left foot forward and to my left, okay? So I can actually turn my hips.
sort of square and facing forward. You may not have to do that as drastically as I need to, okay? But see if you can get the hips square here, facing forward, okay? And all we're gonna do is keep hands on hips for a moment and start to hinge forward. You can pause at any point, maybe at 45 degrees, or come down to parallel to the floor, or even lower than that if you'd like to. You can free the hands and reach back behind you. Active hands, reach. Yes. Still feeling this extension through this front leg. We're going to move into what I call awkward warrior one, because our legs might be in an odd place, and I know mine are. So you're going to bend the right knee, making sure it doesn't shoot past the ankle or heel in front, so you have good leverage. Just jet the arms forward and hinge your way back up to our awkward warrior one. Then fold, bring your hands down to the floor. Let's adjust the feet. We're going to step back into plank pose. Okay. In your vinyasa to downward facing dog. Certainly okay to still move through a shortcut to get here. Okay, other side. Inhale, extend left leg up and back. Reach. Step left foot to the top of the mat. Here's our high lunge sequence. Right heel stays lifted, all 10 toes pointing forward, shifting the weight back towards that lifted right heel, so you can rise up to our high lunge right here. Lift, lunge. Preparing for our triangle, so we're going to rise up to straighten this front leg. Pivot, right heel to the floor. You'll turn sideways, arms to parallel. Adjust the distance between the feet if you need to. We'll reach out over that left leg, rotate here. Here's our triangle pose, Trikonasana. Wonderful, yes, good awareness of the body, those adjustments. Breath, making sure you still can breathe with ease. Even experience or just imagine or intend that breath is moving through your entire body freely. Coming out of the posture, we'll bend the left knee for leverage. Coming up, passing through warrior two to reverse your warrior. Reaching up, just notice what this feels like initially. Keep reaching to then extend or straighten the left leg. Notice that change in sensation. Let's come back up to our triangle prep right here. Then hands on hips, returning our hips towards this front foot. Make any adjustments with the feet. For me, again, I need to step forward, closing the gap, taking my right foot out to the right side so I can actually turn, get hips square enough, even turning the foot in. Hands on hips as I hinge forward, pausing at any point. Maybe it's here. Maybe you can go a little lower. Hands can remain on hips or reach back. Active hands and fingers. What you may also do with this left leg here, lift the toes, just the toes as you drive the heel into the floor. You might feel like the leg extends a bit more, moving through kind of the hip towards the back of the room. Awkward warrior one, let's bend the left knee, making sure it doesn't go past the ankle or heel. Arms forward, then hinge your way back up. Awkward warrior one. And exhale, fold. Hands to the earth, adjust your feet, and step back, plank pose. Complete your series as you'd like, meeting in down dog. Beautiful. We're going to come up to standing. So once in down dog, take a nice full breath in. Exhale, walk, step, or hop, both feet up to the top of the mat. You'll be in forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. The crown of your head leads forward. Exhale, fold. Noticing the changes in the body. Weight shift into the heels. Bend your knees. Let's inhale, reverse the swan dive. Coming all the way back up, reach high. Good. Exhale, arms down to your side. Wonderful. All right, check in, maybe some movement, shake out the shoulders, hands and fingers, since being the planks and down dogs there, and your feet.
All right, a couple of balancing postures here. We'll start with tree pose. Mountain pose to begin, being sure you're balanced on 2 feet. Soften the knees so you're not locking out the knee joints. Shifting weight into your right foot and just kind of plant it into the ground. We'll inhale, get tall, so that breath rising to fill your lungs. You can exhale through the mouth to engage core. Now we're set. Picking up left foot, maybe flexing the foot, knee lifting, maybe thigh comes to parallel. And then we'll swing this knee out just to help open up through the hip. It might pause here, you might go deeper. And then placing foot on the inside of your standing leg. It could be high right here. You don't have to bring it there. You can take it lower, below the knee, or even use the floor for a little extra support. Once you're in place, and inhale to extend your arms up into the air. Good reach, just like the warrior ones or extended mountain pose. Good reach, lift. Feel some opening, space creation through the waistline as the torso rises here. Focuses forward or drop your eyes towards the baseboard or the yoga mat in front of you. Okay, one of our first balancing postures. Let's keep arms extended. Let's swing left knee forward, lifting knee flexed foot. Plant the foot into the earth, rebalance on 2 feet. Arms return to your side and shake all that loose. Check in with the right foot there. And we'll get set up for the other side. Balanced on 2 feet. Soft knees, shifting weight into left foot planted. Inhale, get tall, fill the lungs. Exhale through the mouth, engage core. Now we're ready. Picking up right foot, flexing the foot. Thighs parallel, swing the gate open till it just naturally stops there. Placing foot on the inside of your standing leg. Yeah, you can use an assist with the hand to get it there, or lower still. Inhale, let's reach up. Feel that growing aspect of our tree. Lift, feel light up top. We're opening across this midsection of the body. Maybe the knee points a bit more towards the right side of the room. Again, focuses forward or just drop your eyes, maybe at a line or something on the ground so you can easily focus. Good. We'll keep arms extended. We'll swing right knee forward now, lifting knee, flexed foot. Plant the foot into the ground, rebalance, 2 feet, arms down to your side, finishing, let it go. Okay, check in with the feet and toes. Okay, next balance is actually eagle pose. I'm just going to turn this way for a moment. All right. I'm going to start with the arms. We're going to inhale, extend the arms out and up. Good reach. Exhale it slowly, bring the arms down. You're going to pay attention to your left arm as you bring it down. Both arms in front of you. You're going to bring your left arm underneath or behind your right. Cross at your elbows right here so you've got an X. Flip your palms forward and then just bend the elbows. Just lift them up. And as you're able, wrap them up. If you can't, just stay here or even kind of grab fingers. Whatever you can do for this little bind. Okay, bend the knees a little bit. Shifting weight into right foot. So you can pick up this left foot and left leg and cross it entirely over the right. Okay, really closing the gap here. Squeeze. Okay, so there's our eagle pose. Still looking directly forward, even though your arms or hands are right there. Just imagine you have X-ray vision. You're just looking right through your arms. You're going to squeeze the legs together a little tighter, pull belly in tighter, wrap the arms tighter. Inhale as you squeeze. We're going to exhale to release. Start with the legs. Uncross the legs, plant the feet so you have balance. Let's unwrap the arms. Reach out, go in slow motion because we're going to go right away to the other side. Reach out and up as you reopen. Exhale, let's bring arms down. Paying attention to the right arm, bring it down and behind the left. Make your X, flip palms forward. Lift here. If you have another way of getting into the arm posture, that's perfect. Wrap up the arms here. Let's bend the knees. Put weight into your left foot. Exhale, core connection as we pick up the right foot, cross that right leg entirely over the other. Some of you might be able to hook this foot around the calf. I'm unable to at this moment. But just feel the connection to squeeze tightly. Yes.
Belly pulls in, wrap the arms a little tighter. Notice what's happening in the shoulders as they're drawn forward. Maybe some opening and broadening of the back. Looking right through your arms. Inhale, squeeze tighter. Exhale, unbind the legs, plant the feet. Let's unbind the arms. Reach out and up. We're going to keep this moving. Reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward.
Inhale, monkey pose. That's our halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to the earth. Hop or step back, plank pose. Come down if you'd like. Chaturanga Dandasana or any other flow to get you to down dog. Inhale, extend right leg straight up and back. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. Return to that high lunge. So left heel stays lifted. Find your center. Take your time if you need to, and then rise up. Okay, here's our high lunge. Okay, something a little different here. We are going to straighten the legs a little bit. Bring the arms down. Maybe even bring hands to hips. I'm going to bend this right knee a little bit as I shift forward into this front foot. You can even watch this for a moment because I'm going to shift my weight into this front foot and just pick up that back foot just a little bit off the floor because I'm going to reposition this left foot and place it directly behind the right heel. Okay? So if you're here with me on the floor, shifting weight into the right foot so you can pick up that left foot, just a quick little balance, and then reposition this left foot. So it's behind the right heel. There's about a foot between the toes and the heel. And then shift the weight back. Okay, so you're straightening the front leg, putting weight in that back left heel. And as you're able, folding, maybe to parallel. Maybe reach behind you with active arms. Now this is an awkward position because the foot's right behind the other. So hug inward. Think of inner thighs squeezing in towards each other. Reach arms forward as you hinge your way up. Nice and tall, reaching the arms up into the air. So we still have this foot position as if you're standing on a balancing beam. Okay, follow me here. I'm going to shift forward, putting weight into this front foot. Okay, my legs are kind of touching together here. I'll just face you for a second because I'm going to slide this leg up and out to the side into a tree pose. Here, lift, swing it open. There's our tree. Keep arms extended. We'll swing that left knee forward, lift knee, flexed foot, plant the foot into the ground. Keep arms up, inhale, exhale, swan dive. Inhale, monkey pose, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the earth, out front, hop or step back. Plank pose, come down if you'd like, Chaturanga Dandasana. Finishing your flow, meeting in downward facing dog. Okay, our leg work, our balance work. Other side when you're ready. We'll start with an inhale to extend left leg up and away. High lunge. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel stays lifted, shifting weight back. Take your time with this as you need to. So you can find that centering, so you can hinge your way up. So we're here. We're going to rise up a bit here. Bring hands to hips. A little lunge just to get weight forward into this front foot. Pick up that back foot just for a little mini balance, something like this. So we can reposition this right foot, again, behind the other on our balancing beam, toes pointing towards the heel. Want to plant the feet, pull back, straighten the legs, hug to midline. Hands on hips, keep that spinal extension, hinge, even if you're here at 45 degrees, maybe lower. This is pyramid pose, reaching the arms behind you. Hug to midline, weight is solid on both feet, toe to heel. Extend the arms forward as you hinge your way up, reaching into the air, still standing on our balancing beam here. Focusing forward.
Okay, shifting into our tree pose. So I'm shifting weight into this left foot. Dragging this right foot in. Legs are touching, so I can just kind of drag this right foot up the other, and then so I can swing this knee out. There's my tree pose. Arms stay extended. We'll swing right knee forward, lifting knee, flexed foot. Plant the foot into the ground. Rebalance. We'll bring the arms down to the side to finish. Oof. Check in with your feet, your arms, shoulders. Alrighty. Watch this. Just relax for a moment because we're going to move into an eagle pose. I'm just going to quickly hop into eagle. So we're going to move from eagle to warrior 3. Watch. Okay. As I rise up out of this posture, unbind the arms and legs. Okay. Extending this left leg back, hinging forward. Arms extend out front. We're going to bring that down to our high lunge. Okay. And we'll proceed from there. Okay. Eagle pose to warrior 3. Now, if you need to, you can even do this. Have a block, maybe up front here, because as you come out of your eagle, maybe you need some balance. Maybe a hand on a block. This is fine. Okay? Eagle pose. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, arms out and down. Left arm down and behind the right. Behind the elbows right here. Palms forward, lift, wrap it up. There you go. Softness in the knees, but weight into your right foot. Pick up left or crossing left over right. Squeeze legs, belly, and arms. We're going to unbind to warrior 3. Unbind the legs, unbind the arms. Little shift of balance and weight. Left leg extends back, arms out front, or even hands to thigh here, or a block for balance as you extend that left leg back behind you. Yes. You're going to bend the right knee a lot and bring the left set of toes down behind you to the back end of your mat. Then hinge up, you'll be in high lunge. We'll continue. Lift, straighten the legs. Pivot open, prep for triangle. Reach out over your right leg, tip it over, triangle pose. From here, as if you were an airplane, you're going to come back to level here. Okay, turning so you're facing the floor. Right here, arms out to the side initially. Okay, we're going to go to that mini balance, to our balance and beam practice. So you can bring hands to hips. I'm shifting weight into right foot. Just a little push, little quick balance there. Left foot off the floor to reposition that foot onto our balancing beam. Shifting the weight back. Straight legs, hug to midline. Here's our pyramid pose. Arms forward, rise up, still on our balancing beam. Rising here. Tree, I'm shifting forward. Bring this left leg in tight so I can just drag the foot up the leg. Swing the knee out to the side. Yes. Tree pose. Arms stay extended, left knee swings forward, lift knee, flex foot. Plant the feet, right into eagle, other side. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, arms down. Right arm now comes down and behind the left. Cross at the elbows, wrap it up. Jet the knees forward, weight into the left foot, yes. Cross right over left. Legs squeeze tightly, belly and arms. This is our transition to warrior 3. Start to lift and unbind the legs and arms. Right leg extends back. Arms forward or to left thigh or down to the floor or a block. Bend the left knee significantly so you can set the right set of toes down behind you. Hinge your way up, you'll be in high lunge. Rise to lift, extending the legs. Pivot right heel to the floor, turn sideways, triangle prep. Right into your triangle, reach. Tip it over. Okay, our plane is sideways. We're going to turn so our plane is level, facing forward, arms out to the side initially. You can bring hands to hips here for our little mini balance, bending left knee so I can shift forward. For a little balance, it's not completely warrior three. I'm just barely picking up that right foot so I can reposition it onto our balancing beam. Shift weight back into the heels, straighten the legs. Hands on hips to help extend torso. Hinge, hug to midline. Reach forward with your arms, coming up. Still balancing on our balancing beam. Into our tree, shifting forward into this left foot. Let's bring this right leg in close. Drag it up the leg, swing right knee out. Here's our tree pose. Let's just swing right knee forward, lifting knee flexed foot, plant the foot into the ground, and let's bring the arms down to your side. Walk it out, shake it out. There's our balancing. Okay. Going through that same sequence, just kind of picking up the pace. This is the choreography. This is that flow, right? Okay. So it might look something like this. Let me just kind of pop into this. So once we're into the triangle, eagle. Okay, just watch for a moment. I'll call it all out. But once we get into the pose, you're immediately coming out of a posture. Okay, see, it's just that simple. Okay, choreography. It's just dancing. All right, mountain pose, eagle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms down, left arm behind the right. At the elbows here, wrap it up. Soft knees, weight into the right foot. Cross left over right. Once you've got it, got a good squeeze. Warrior three, unwrap. Reach out with the arms, left leg back. Bend the right knee so you can set your toes down behind you. Rise up, high lunge. Once you're here, let's rise up, straighten the legs, pivot open, prep for triangle. Right away, triangle, reach out. Rotate here. Maybe an inhale just to expand. Exhale, turn level of your airplane. Shifting weight into that right foot, little mini balance. Change foot position, pyramid. Toes pointing together, pointing forward. Shifting the weight back, straight legs, hands on hips, pyramid. Arms forward, rise up. On our balancing beam. Shifting forward, tree. Keep arms extended, swing left knee forward, lifting knee, flex foot, plant the foot. Rebalance, arms in place, inhale. Exhale, eagle, arms down, right arm down and behind the left. Wrap it around, soft knees, weights in the left foot, cross right over left. Yeah. Squeeze. Unravel, warrior three. High lunge, set the right set of toes down behind you. Rising here, once you're tall, grow tall, straighten the legs, pivot open, prep for triangle. Take your triangle, reach. Rotate here. Inhale for the extension. Exhale, rotate here. Hands on hips perhaps as we shift for that mini balance to reposition right foot onto the balancing beam. Pyramid pose, shift the weight back towards the heel, straighten the legs.
Arms reach forward, rise up. Shifting forward into this left foot, transferring this into a tree pose. Keep arms extended, swing right knee forward, lifting knee, flex foot. Plant the foot, keep them balanced here. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, monkey pose, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, hands to the earth, hop or step back, plank pose. Come down, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, bring knees to the floor, sit back into hero for a moment. If this is uncomfortable, sit in a different way. Okay, so the next little piece here as we come to the close, we're gonna come back to down dog. I'll demonstrate this. We'll come to down dog, hop forward, roll down onto your back to take the legs up, taking yourself into shoulder stand, okay? Or you might just come from down dog, kneel, take a seat, swing the legs around, and then just lie down on your back and extend the legs here. Or get a block underneath you, imagine there's a block here, and extend the legs, or roll up to your shoulder stand. Okay, that's just the alternative there. But if you're able, from down dog, maybe hopping forward, crossing legs there, keep rolling right up into your shoulder stand. I'm modifying this by just sitting in my hands at my waistline there. You can be there, or walk hands more towards your mid-back to free the hips. I'm not going to do it, and extend the legs up. So you're straight up and down. Okay? Go ahead and return to your downward facing dog. Just return to this posture, realigning, reconnecting. Okay. And the option of hopping forward, cross legs, take a seat, roll down onto your back. Keep rolling until legs and hips go right up into the air, or just modify that nice, good transition into your shoulder stand. Beautifully done. Okay. Even if you make it to shoulder stand, adjust it, even come out of it early as you need to. You remember, you can, if you have a block nearby, bring the block in, sit on the block, and extend the legs. Now, if you happen to be in your shoulder stand, legs and hips up, option to take feet and legs down behind you for plow. You can even bend knees and bring knees towards forehead for a version of plow if you'd like. Plow is certainly optional here. And if your feet are still free in the air here, maybe flex the feet, point your toes, circle the ankles, wiggle your toes if you can. So we did all that balancing. Even other leg movements. You might take the legs out wide. Maybe just one leg down behind you for kind of a half plow. Okay. Bicycle pedaling. A little hip opener if you want. And then just 2 more breaths. Make our way out of our pose, coming down onto your back. So if you're in shoulder stand, carefully rolling down. If your legs are just extended, just bend the knees, plant the feet. Down. Let's move into fish pose. So extend the legs. Once you're flat on the ground, extend the legs out front. We're going to get the arms, straight arms underneath you, underneath the body. So you may need to lift one side, get the one arm underneath you completely. You'll end up sitting on your hands, palms down, squeezing shoulder blades together, good heart opening. Nice strong straight legs, even point your toes. Press your elbows or the backs of your arms into the floor to lift your upper body like you're rising up out of bed. Arch your back, tip your head back. Your head may not touch the ground, but if it does, it's just barely touching the ground. Maybe the back of your head or the top of your head. Just making sure you're not putting any weight onto the head. Just want to feel lifted through the heart space, the sternum's lifting you,
or the elbows just keep pushing down into the floor so you don't put pressure in the head and neck. 3 more breaths. If you are in fish, lift your head up off the floor, tuck your chin towards neck, and then lie down. And release your arms out from underneath you. Let the body settle here for a moment in Shavasana. Let all that go. And then draw knees into chest. And then choose a hip opener that you like or prefer to do right here. Some options might be just taking the legs wide, just simply taking the legs wide is a good option, or happy baby pose, or reclining cobbler's pose. You can also do eye of the needle pose. Sometimes we nickname it reclining pigeon. So moving into your hip opener of choice. You can do one, you can do several. When you feel complete with your hip openers, take your time. Maybe guide your body into a twist to both sides. A spinal twist, or that windshield wiper twist, or even you can even do eagle legs, just to get a little bit more sensation in the hips and low back. Whenever you feel complete on your first side for your rotation, just make your way back up to center. You might pause for a moment just to allow the spine to realign, and then take your twist to the other side. And when you feel complete with your second side, you might return to center. Just assess how you're feeling. Feel free to move into any other pose that would feel good to you, what your body would appreciate at this moment. The other poses you've done already and would like to repeat, or something we haven't done that your body would appreciate. And when you feel complete with these added postures or movements, just make your way to Shavasana or any other restorative position.
Settling into your resting space, rediscovering your breath. Let it guide you into this softness, this ease of body and mind. No need to move just yet. Stay right where you are. Just return to the awareness of your breath, just in case your mind began to wander. A deep breath to bring you back to this moment. Deepening this connection with your meditation. Once again, return to the awareness of your breath. With this awareness, take 5 slow, deep breaths with the intention of bringing energy back into your body. And as you're approaching your 5th breath, just acknowledging your practice today, a very dynamic flow. Tapping into our balance. And the fluidity that we can find in our balance. And after your 5th breath, if you'd like, another 5 breaths. This time bringing movement back into your body. Allowing this good energy to circulate through you, creating movement. And when you feel ready, take your time. Carefully roll onto one side of your body. Pausing here for a moment if you'd like. And continuing to move in slow motion. Guide your way up to a seated position. Continue to take your time, move slowly. As you find your seat, just feel the extension of your spine.
Relax shoulders and arms and hands. You can stay just like this or bring hands to heart center. And wherever you are, just take one more full and complete breath. And as we come to the close of our practice together, we bow, saying, Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.